Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for July 24th, 2019. Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Present.
William Allen.
Present.
Weena Guzman.
Present.
Okay, move on. We have the minutes of the regular meeting of July 10th, 2019. Entertain a motion to approve as written.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we'll move on. We have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item we have is from IT for NITCO.
Good afternoon, Kevin Klosek, System Administrator for the City of East Chicago. And what you have before you for your approval consideration is a rate schedule, if you will, for, we are anticipating at some point in the future of migrating our phone systems to a different hosted system. And these are their rates that would apply to that sort of hosted system. Basically, the two charges that are service-related, if you will, are the per seat charge, which is $34.95, and the what they call a training charge, which is a one-time installation of $49.95. The others are for their pricing for hardware and so forth. So this is a 36-month price agreement that if we were to go with that service, these are the prices that would adhere to those services.
Any questions or comments on this price agreement?
No.
No further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve NITCO's proposal for their 36-month price agreement with our IT department.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
And next, we have a notice of award for Garrett for Block Stadium locker room and press box. The notice to proceed for the Block Stadium locker room and press box, and the accompanying contract.
Good afternoon. Keith Selvey, Director of Public Works. What you have before you is, as you mentioned, the award for Gary Up to proceed with the locker room and press box over at Block Stadium, as well as the notice to proceed. Total contract value for this particular phase of the project is $1,488,500.
Okay. You know, it was several months ago we opened the bids, and
That is correct. So several months ago, we actually opened up the bids. We actually did award Gary Up the work pending the funding. We since now have received the funding, and we would like to proceed.
okay. Are there any further questions or comments on the notice of award, notice to proceed, or the contract?
None.
No.
There be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the notice to award to Garrett for the Block Station locker room and press box, the notice to proceed for the Block Stadium locker room and press box, and the accompanying contract in the amount of $1,488,500.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we come to your form also from Public Works, seeking approval to award vendors the code enforcement cut list of properties that are abandoned or not maintained by private owners, and to approve to award vendors additional AMP cuts for new city and redevelopment properties that have been acquired since.
Yes, what you have before you are, the first is the privately owned lots that are abandoned and the owners are not taking care of them. Code enforcement has actually cited them, and we've been enforcing the cuts on the Public Works side. What we would like to do at Public Works, because of the amount, is subcontract this particular work out to our vendors to cut. for the list that you guys have in front of you. These cuts will be bi-weekly. Total bi-weekly cost for that will be $8,180.80, excuse me, per bi-weekly cut.
Okay. And the-
I'm sorry, I take that back. That is the total for the actual season, $8,100.80.
Okay, that's for the private lots, right?
That was for the private lots, correct. And I think I'm not sure if you received the addendum. Oh, they do have the addendum. The addendum, basically, there will be 3 vendors taking care of these private lots for us: Calumet Waste and Recycling, R&D Construction, and Regional Services.
Okay, so we have before us first the private lots then.
Correct.
Any questions or comments on the proposal on the private lots?
No.
There'll be no further questions or comments, or a motion to approve the request from Public Works on the proposal for cutting of the private lots in the amount of $8,180.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
And secondly, Mr. President, there have been quite a few additions to the City of East Chicago's properties. I provided a list of those particular properties that are now owned by the city, and I just wanted to, for the record, to make you aware of them. And what they will do is be included in the subcontractors' AMPs on a bi-weekly cut basis.
That amount is $4,911.92.
Correct. And it'll be split up between those same 3 vendors, in addition to what they're currently doing for us.
Okay, any questions or comments on the city-owned lots?
None.
There'll be no further questions or comments, or entertain a motion to approve the proposal for cutting of the additional lots owned by the city in the amount of $4,911.92.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
And just for the record, the lots, the private lots, we are putting liens on these properties, right?
Yes. So the procedure that we're currently using through code enforcement will continue. The only thing different is the Public Works employees won't be cutting them. It'll be actually the subcontractors.
Okay, I just want to put that on record so the public realizes we are trying to collect our reimbursement. Okay, thank you. Next, we go to outstanding invoices. First, we have from Schindler Elevator from Public Works. We have 4 invoices dated 3/19, 4/19, 12/18, and 2/19, for a total of $11,957.47.
Yes, we just actually had a meeting with them this morning. There was some confusion on the actual invoices, and we held off payment until we've actually got that resolved. There were several invoices that were being billed that did not have the correct location or the correct address of the actual services that were provided. It has been actually rectified as of this morning, and we ask that these outstanding bills be paid.
And you can verify all services were provided.
That is correct.
Any other questions or comments?
No.
There'll be no other further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve payment of late invoice for Schindler Elevator in the amount of $11,957.47.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next, we have a late invoice from Northwest Industrial Specialist for Multimedia. We have 1 invoice dated 11/28/2018 for $250.
Steve Segura, Multimedia. This invoice was left from last year. The Park Department needed a last-minute sign, and I thought that Special Events was going to pay for it, and they thought I was going to pay for it. So neither one of us had remembered anything about it until we got an invoice like earlier this year. So when we figured out who was going to pay for it, then we just decided we were going to do it,
Okay, and services were provided.
Yes, that was for the ice skating rink signs.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
No.
There'll be no further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve payment of the past due invoice from Northwest Industrial Specialists in the amount of $250.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have late invoice from Napa Auto Parts for bus transit dated April of 2019, amount of $59.76.
Yeah, good afternoon. Francisco Rosado, Director of Transit. This is a bill that got past us, got lost in the shuffle, paperwork. It's for a part that we needed to repair a bus. Part was received.
Okay.
And I've been without a clerical person for a while, and I've been helping out my supervisor with the paperwork, so it got lost in the shuffle between us.
Okay, and you said the parts were received?
Yeah, the part was received.
Any other questions or comments?
No.
Being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the payment of the past due invoice to Napa in the amount of $59.76.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
And next we have...
Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have a late invoice from Garcia Consulting from Engineering Department.
So yeah, this is from the engineering department. There was a mixture of, some of these invoices were submitted on time. Some of the work had to be stopped. We also had to wait for some funds to come in from BP for this project. But all in all, the work was performed and they should be processed. And again, this is specifically for the 129th Dickey Road Intersection Improvement Project, their design work.
And the amount is $48,079.39.
$48,079.39.
Any further questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice to Garcia Consulting Engineering.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next, we have a late invoice from Menards from the Fire Department. We have two invoices dated 2/19 and 4/19, and for a total of $115.16.
Staff Captain Rivera, East Chicago Fire Department. We did not receive the invoices till 7/18. They were short of staff, so they should have came in.
For the company,
The company,
Menards
yes,
was-
yes,
and you did receive the items or
yes,
services?
yes, we did.
Any other questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the late invoice from Menards for the Fire Department in the amount of $115.16.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a change order number 1 from Havmac Construction for the Fire Department.
For that, it was a change of order. They had unforeseen circumstances when they peeled the wallpaper back. It was cinder block, and also they had bad drywall, and in other places no drywall at all. So they have to buy a new liner to cover the rooms.
This was a painting project over at Central Station?
Yeah, the main office.
Any questions or comments?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve change order number 1 for Central Fire Station in the amount of $3,520.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next we have compliance report. We have the revised final compliance report for 149th Street project with Hassey Construction, the revised final compliance report for the 2018 resurfacing program.
Anybody's here to talk about it?
No one's here? Okay, the reports were provided to the board, and so we do have them with our packet, and we'll enter them into the record. No motion is required, they're just informational. Okay, we'll move on to Resolution 2019-20, A resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works authorizing the modification of the city's contract for legal services with Harris Law Firm. This is where the board previously authorized and approved its contract with Harris Law Firm for calendar year 2019, which among other things established a cap of fees in the amount of $25,000. And whereas the board now desires to extend the cap contained in that contract by amount not to exceed of $25,000. So the modification is allow payment of these services in addition to $25,000.
The Harris firm has had some more responsibility that wasn't anticipated when the original cap was set.
Are there any questions or comments on the resolution?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve resolution number 2019-20, extending Harris Law Firm's contract by an additional $25,000.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have resolution 2019-21, resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works determining certain equipment and property of the city to be surplus and directing that the city's contractor, Cesar Perez, provide for its public sale using an approved internet auction site.
This is simply observing the statute that requires the agency declaring the surplus to inventory the items that are being declared surplus.
Any questions or comments on resolution 2019-21?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve resolution 2019-21.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 2019-22, resolution of Chicago Board of Public Works establishing terms and conditions for transfer of certain property owned by the City of East Chicago to the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment, which property is commonly known as 514 Spring Street, 3831 Butternut Street, 1914 Columbus Drive, 4924 Euclid, 3700 Guthrie, 3818 Pulaski Street, 3404 to 02 Michigan Avenue, 3410 Michigan Avenue, 3428 Michigan Avenue, 3440 to 38 Michigan Avenue, 3448 to 50 Michigan Avenue, and 3559 to 65 Watling Street. So this is just transferring the property from city to redevelopment.
This is done at the direction and request of Mr. Portalatin. These properties are, some are vacant, some are existing buildings. The purpose is which is our practice, to convey these properties to the Department of Redevelopment for, in some cases, demolition, and in this particular case, mostly for redevelopment and rehabilitation.
Okay, and these are transfer without any consideration.
Yes.
Any questions or comments on resolution 2019-22?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve resolution 2019-22 and the attached quitclaim deeds.
So moved.
Which
Second.
are going to be submitted.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Now we move on to interlocal agreement between the City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Public Works and the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment.
The city's financial advisor, Mr. Bennett, has requested that the Board of Works take this matter up. This is to, the Department of Redevelopment is responsible for the operation and management of the Harborside residential development. The midterm and long-term plan of the city is to relocate the residents. The occupancy is probably less than 10%, so it's not generating revenue to support itself. The department needs help in paying its utilities and other operational expenses. This resolution would allow the city, using gaming dollars, to subsidize the Harborside development until the property can be completely vacant, and I think the long-term plan is to demolish the property. HUD because of regulations, it's difficult to act freely and to relocate these folks. So the overhead remains, and that's what this resolution is, the situation this resolution is trying to alleviate.
Okay. And this interlocal agreement will establish an amount not to exceed of $250,000 budget until we could finalize the situation. Are there any questions or comments on the interlocal agreement?
None.
There being no further question or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between the City of East Chicago acting through its Board of Public Works and East Chicago Department of Redevelopment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we come to a proposal from Busy Farm for Americo. James?
Hi, James Fortalatin, Building Department. We've requested proposals from Americo for Phase 1 at 1305 through 19 East Chicago Avenue. Phase 1 was for $2,200 at 1320 East Chicago Avenue. Phase 1 was $1,950 at 2120 Columbus Drive. Phase 1 was $1,950, and Phase 2 was $14,438. This is all for Phase 1's environmental and for any future development in these sites.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments on the proposal from Americo?
I think the only note is just to strike out the payment terms, that language there. This is subject to a 1.75 monthly finance charge. If unpaid, if the invoices are not paid within 30 days, and just some of that language that doesn't, that we cannot, that we could just strike them out.
We
There's two
worked
of
them before. They're aware of our terms,
They're aware.
so we could actually block that out and
Yes.
we can put our initial on there. Okay. Any other concerns?
No.
Okay, there being no further question or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the proposal from Americo for 1305 19 Chicago Avenue, the amount of $2,200 for 1320 East Chicago Avenue, 1950. These are for both Phase 1, and for 2120 Columbus Drive, Phase 1, 1950, and for Phase 2, $14,438.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, next we come to Louis Bella, LLC for Music Fest. This is a personal service agreement. I believe we've had these before us before. Can we speak on it?
Yes. This is for a personal service agreement between the city and Avella LLC. They are the contractor that will cover the expenses for the artists that will be present at our Music Fest on August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And the total amount, the grand total will be $98,000 plus 5% that will go to, he will pay the artist, actually the contractor will pay the artist and charge a 5% fee of $4,900 for a total of $102,900. So we're requesting that, and that amount to be paid within 60 days of the festival.
Okay.
Just
Any questions or comments?
No.
Being no further questions or comments, we're going to entertain a motion to approve the proposal from Louis Viala LLC in the amount of $98,000 plus 5%, $4,900, for a total of $102,900 for our East Chicago Music Fest.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Brings us to right-of-way applications. We have right-of-way applications 19-03247 through 19-03261. Do you have any questions or comments on these right-of-way applications?
None.
If there be no further questions or comments, we entertain a motion to approve Board of Public Works permit applications 19-03247 through 19-03261.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, that concludes, I believe that concludes our new business. We have no old business. We have no other business. Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, August 14th, 2019 at 4:30 PM. That concludes our business for tonight. Entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
William Allen.
Yes.
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay. Under half an hour.
Good job.
And Board of Safety is canceled today, you know?
Yes, it is.